As I was thinking about it, one of the key things to developing and continuing to be inspired, to keep practicing and aiming for being better, is you have to have accountability. And so that's why I decided to show up weekly, because it was a blessing for me teaching this music business class, because we're talking about what's going on right now in the industry, what's working, what are things we should be implementing into where we are, what type of products and services do we have, and what should we be working on, and what is our voice, what is our message, and do you have your logo, do you have your mission statement, do you have a platform that you're going to be using to reach the people. So we were definitely digging into some good stuff, and of course this next coming semester in January, we will get started again with that. But for those people who are not part of the regional community, for the college that I'm working at, I decided to create somewhat like an accountability type of annual subscription for those people who are a part of Texas Tenor Academy. And so, because we're always working and we're always needing to implement new ideas or manage the ones that we have, there needs to be a community and accountability for those like-minded people. And so that was the biggest takeaway. A lot of times people aren't making progress. They have these ideas, but they're not following through, because a lot of times they don't have anybody to hold them accountable and to really encourage them to keep working on completing what you say you want to do and accomplish, whether it's like playing better on the instrument, or whether it's putting out a project or putting out a single, or if it's getting a website and starting a channel. You know what I'm saying? So you need accountability. You need somebody who has done it, or somebody who wants to do it, and y'all can just encourage each other and keep each other accountable, so that you can accomplish these goals and do these milestones. So I've been thinking about that and wanting to be more of some assistance and help those people who are needing that. I need it. I need it. And I'm seeing the results, in my business and what I'm doing, because we all need that internal encouragement, and I'm saying it's layers to it, because personally, you need to, get the right information and encouragement. Self-development is a word that is used. You have to work on yourself. You have to be getting the mentorship that you need for yourself. And then when you're doing things publicly, you need mentorship and accountability to help you continue to carry what you're carrying, and so it's people that that are great, or people that you admire, and you best believe they had a council, they had a network, they have a community that privately encourages them, and they have mentors and different people who they admire, who they call and ask questions, and who they have private sessions with that allows them to better put what they're doing together to present it to you. So you're being inspired by someone who has a system in place that allows them to continually inspire and put out content and keep you engaged. And so if you would like to be like that, or be operating in that type of rotation, then you need to connect into a community, or connect with somebody or mentor who can help you to put these pieces together, because just from experience over the years, from doing YouTube and doing a music business, putting out CDs since I was 19. Before that, tapes, by 14, 15, I was putting out tapes and stuff. So when it comes to producing and taking an idea that comes in your head, and manifesting it, I've done it a lot. And so what happens, the older you get, the more streamlined you get with your processes. And for people who are just getting started, it's really great to have somebody who you can go to and just ask them their perspective, and it'll help kind of you cutting out a lot of trial and error from just not knowing what to do and how to go about it, and spending too much time, spending too much money, because you had these assumptions of what it would take to do what you were thinking of doing or wanting to do. Whereas, like, if you have a mentor or you have a community, you're able to leverage the minds of others and their experiences for them to be able to give you insights and resources on how to do what you want to do, or to avoid doing some things that you didn't have any awareness or understanding of. Because when it comes to business, especially when you want to bring a new product to market, for instance, you just can't think about an idea. It's like, this will be good for the market, and just put it out there. What usually happens is they would do some testing. They would do what, like you've heard before, beta testing, or they would have certain people who they would do market research with, and then get their feedback. And then from the feedback that they get, they can then craft a product or craft a service that kind of speaks directly to the needs of those test prospects, or the people who they've run the beta test on. And then they will launch. You know what I'm saying? So, and even if you think about it in the context of being a musician, we do use Instagram or TikTok or whatever medium. You can use YouTube or whatever, and you can put out clips of you playing a song or working on a lick or whatever, and kind of give feedback from the audience. And they will tell you, like, a lot of times you all give me good feedback and encourage me to go in a certain direction, because it resonates with you. And so that whole process is important, and so this is a journey as an entrepreneur or a business person. It's a journey, and it's fun. That's a thing too. You got to have fun, because it is a lot of work because we wear multiple hats. We end up, of course, being musicians, being engineers. We graphic designers. We end up, being managers. We end up negotiating, doing contracts, invoices, all of those different things. But because we love, initially, the love that drew us into what we do is the music. And so we end up taking on all of these other responsibilities just because we love to play the music, or we love to create the music and give it to the people, be a blessing to the people. So it's one of those things where you need to be connected into a community in order for you to be effective and for you to be excellent. You can't just wing it and just have it all up here and not written down and not organizing a business plan. And if you really want to set yourself apart and walk in the integrity and the with all the good taste that you might have musically or that you're hearing, you have to have your business line up with it. And so it's not an overnight thing. It's a journey. And when you can go through that journey with other people, like-minded people that encourage you to keep going and to try this, and when we do this together, we can help each other network and all of that. If you don't have it, it's going to be really hard and it's going to be discouraging. And most people, they'll just default to, I'm going to just work work my job and just not worry about it, because jobs have systems in place already. But when you get in to entrepreneurship, or actually just having your own business, you have to put systems in place. When you're self-employed, that's what it is. You have your own business that you work for, and you have you're the technician, you're the manager, and you're the CEO. So you the visionary, and you are organizing your schedule and you are doing the work. But as you grow, you have to make some changes, make some updates. You can't do everything. As you make more money, you got to learn how to delegate, things, other tasks to others, so that they can do some stuff, so you don't have to be bogged down with all of the extra stuff, creating thumbnails, creating album covers, and all of that minutia. So, but I enjoy this. I mean, I think overall it's the creative process, and just the same way as I like to explore melodies and learn and transcribe and create spontaneously over changes. It's basically the same concept when it comes to business. We have to craft a solo or improvise and continue to create. Continue to illustrate. That's what it is. It's illustration. So it's so crazy. It's illustration in a lot of different areas. So, and like I'm a husband. I'm a father. I am a teacher. I'm a artist. So all of those areas there, I am using my mindset, my values, my systems in order to lead, right? In order to lead. And so you best believe just certain systems and disciplines that I had, that I applied to the saxophone, I use those same disciplines, and it can be subconsciously, consciously, and subconsciously, because it's just me. My wife and our relationship for 20 years married. I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful that we have a good relationship, and it's a cross, well, not a cross, but it is your heart, and it is your value system. You know, you'll be able to carry um, what God has put on your plate by continually, of course, seeking Him and having your heart to be humble and at a place to receive, and also your discipline. Um, and I mean, being able to implement good principles, sound doctrine into your life so that you can be a good husband, and then a good father, and a good musician, a teacher. So, of course, these principles have to show up um, by yourself. You have to implement these principles first as an individual. And so, what ends up happening because of repetition, from being inspired by something external, hearing something, seeing something, somebody performing on stage, it starts there. And it's like a sport, or music is usually an avenue that you're able to learn discipline, learn teamwork, learn a lot of good values and principles that you can apply to your life, even if you don't take it all the way to a professional level. But it starts through some type of activity like that. And so you research and you get inspired by other artists, other athletes, or whatever the area that you're in, and you study them. And then what ends up happening, you start imitating or trying to duplicate or replicate what you see this particular expert do. And you're inspired by their work ethic, their discipline, their consistency, their excellence, and all of those things. And then what ends up happening as you grow on your instrument, as you grow as a instrumentalist and performer, you start adding these other areas or hats that you put on as a result of your discipline that you've been able to show on an instrument. And so it starts to come out in these other areas. All right. And so, and then, because we desire a companion, companionship, we have a system in place, and that companion comes a part of that system and enhances your productivity just all around, just in life. We got to be responsible with our eating, our exercising, our spiritually, physically, naturally, all of those things, it's all a part of the human experience. And so just to be healthy, we have to make sure that we're not out of balance, and usually, especially when you're an artist and you're a musician, a lot of times we can overemphasize the art of what we're doing, or get so captivated in the aesthetics of the art and communicating what we feel and everything through that medium. It is consuming. But if you desire a family, then you have to definitely spread that out. You have to, give your spouse attention, your kids attention. You have to have a vision for where you would like to be as a family. and you have to be responsible. That's really the key. And God will mature you, and because I remember, let me give you an example. I was just accustomed to practicing like at least 4 hours, 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours a day. Not consistently. Sometimes, like early on as a teenager, I was practicing crazy hours. I was like that throughout my teens, going into my 20s. And I got married at 22. I was performing, traveling, practicing, writing music, putting out albums, doing competitions, doing programs, going to school, playing gigs, traveling. I was doing all of that in my 20s. And so we finished school, and then about 28, 20, yeah, approaching 30, that's when God wanted to shift my focus. Because here's the deal, you know, for seasons at a time, you have things that you're really focused on, and you're implementing principles and values and all of these things in that particular area, and then it it gets to the point where you need to shift your focus because you've crafted that, you've grown that, that particular thing. For me, it was for music, and so now you need to make sure you address these other areas that you neglected, and that's different for everybody, And if you allow yourself to be to receive, if you stay humble and you pray and you ask God for what you want, you desire, He'll put people in your life to help you get there. And that's the beautiful thing about this life. It's God uses people to help people. We're human beings. So there's a human example of how we are supposed to be. And the thing about it, with even saying that, like, think about this. I heard this, my pastor said it actually. He said, if it's new, it's not God. And if it's God, it's not new. And that's so deep. Whereas sometimes people try to be too deep and they think they can actually do something new when it's actually, there's nothing new under the sun. What happens is the way that we put together or present what we have or what we would like is based on the previous examples and information that we've studied. So we might create something new in the sense of a different spin or characteristics of something that existed already previously. But I guess the newness comes from it coming from you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's not going to be another John Coltrane. There's not going to be another Michael Jordan. But those artists who study Michael Jordan, I switched it. But those artists who study John Coltrane, or those basketball players who study Michael Jordan, then for them to operate at that same level of discipline and accuracy and precision for their generation, yeah, that's refreshing. You can say it's new because it's coming through you. And so for me also, the music, but also the business side, for me to apply what I see other internet marketers do, and I'm applying it as a quote unquote jazz musician. Yeah, that's new. That's different. But it's not new, but it's new in the sense for me in my particular area and arena. So that's refreshing. So that's an audience that reaches a certain type of person, who was in a particular area of music focus or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's a community. Let's say like that. So a lot of times we connect with people who understand our vantage point or who understand our community. Like we resonate with people. I mean, it can be ethnicity. It can be, spiritual point of view. It can be, their background and experience in a particular vocation or area of study. All of those things are components that connect with people. So that gumbo, those flavors, the characteristics are attractive to a certain type of person. Not everybody, because some things repel people, which is actually cool because our voice might not be for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, our experience is relevant to somebody, and people resonate with that. And so I don't even know why I went down this road, this specifically, but I think my whole point is in doing, that's what I was talking about. So I was just talking about the principles that come from you studying and focusing in one area, to sound good on an instrument, and how that bleeds over into other areas. And then you're able to use the systems and the principles that you've applied within music or whatever, and you can apply it to these other aspects of life. And that's attractive because it's new and refreshing. Okay. So, all right, y'all. So I just wanted to get on here and go live and share a little bit. It's a time of reflection. It's a time of, getting ready for the new year and implementing, these ideas and making sure we hit certain milestones. If y'all have enjoyed it and you're live with me, just give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Let me see them. And thank y'all for watching. And what's going on? What up, Joe? No problem. What's going on? And if you appreciate Texas Tenor Academy and what we're doing here, you can become a member. I put the links in the description of the video. And if you are wanting to check out the workshop that we do this Friday with Mr. Andre Hayward, I put that link in the description as well. And also, here's another plug for my book, The Christian Musician. You can get that on Amazon. The book, you can order the physical book, or you can get the audio book on Audible. If you go to, you can go to my website, go to QuamonFowler.com and click on book, and you can get to those options there to get it. So that's it for now. Thank y'all so much for the love. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for the thumbs up. I see it. Thank you for the hearts. If you're watching on Facebook, appreciate you for watching. And we are going to sign off for now. And I look forward to seeing you in person for the workshop that we're doing this Friday. And if you want to become, once you become actually a part of the academy, or you purchase access to the workshop, inside of the on the dashboard inside of a Texas Tenor Academy, there's an option that says community, and it'll take you to an area that's kind of laid out like Facebook, within Texas Turner Academy. So we can communicate there. And whenever I'm ready to go live for the workshop, you'll actually be able to click on that link and see it right there. And also, you'll get the replay once we're done. I will edit it and upload it so it'll be part of the academy. All right, so that's it for now. Thank y'all so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.